Yang, 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 yang. Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Coach Jones, back up in the gym today, ready to get this work in. And today we're going to focus on the elements that are going to make our chest, that are going to make our back look nice, wide, big, and round. So today, we're actually going to focus on building some shoulders. All right, so we got some shoulder work, some boulder shoulder action straight ahead. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you guys like the video on the way in. Also, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this work in. You already know what it is. No pre-workout, no problem. Double shot of espresso. Go time, baby! Woo! All right, so the first movement that we have on our docket today will actually be the push press. Now, the emphasis behind the push press, it being a power movement, is to try to engage as many muscle fibers in our shoulder as possible. Now, keep in mind, this is a power movement, so reps are going to be a little bit lower with a little bit relatively of a higher weight. Today, we'll just do sets of 4 here. So we'll go ahead and get the bar racked. And we're going to dip and drive. Dip, drive, and finish. One more. So we'll do a few sets of the push press just to make sure our shoulders are engaged. Then we'll get into our strength movement, and then we'll work a little bit more of a volumetric kind of training day to day in order to really get a good pump in those shoulders. So we'll do a few more sets of the push press, and then we'll move on to our strength movements for today. Now it's time for our first superset of the day. For our first superset of the day, we are going to do what I call trap or die. Shout out to Young Jeezy. So first thing that we're going to do in this superset are going to be barbell upright rows. So we'll start with a preloaded barbell here. We'll pull our shoulders back. We're going to work upright rows for a set of 15. Last 5. And as soon as we finish those upright rows, we're going into dumbbell shrugs. So we'll grab some 70s here, shoulders back, same thing. 15 reps, big squeeze. As you guys notice there, with the shrugs, I'm in somewhat of a hunched over position. Again, that just gets a deeper stretch on my traps here, allows me to get, again, greater range of motion we get a greater pump, we build bigger size, greater mass. So we'll work this superset a few more times, maybe 3 to 4 times through, and then we'll move on to our second superset of the day. The next movements on our list for today will actually be a superset, and we will superset our Smith machine shoulder presses with another shoulder movement, and we'll get to that second shoulder movement in just a second. But as you guys know, we typically don't use the Smith machine to do shoulder work. Usually we use a barbell. It requires the shoulder to stabilize a little bit better. However, we're not trying to work our stabilizers. In fact, we kind of want to eliminate the stability element from the movement and focus strictly on the movement in itself. All right, creating greater time under tension. That way we get a bigger pump and we can generate greater hypertrophy. We'll go for a volumetric set here, touching our chest all the way back up. Nice and smooth the whole way. And we'll go for a set of 15. Keeping tension on the muscle the entire way. Nice consistent rhythm, last 5 here. Two more. Last one. Now we'll head on over to our superset movement for this cluster. Now, we will superset those Smith machine shoulder presses with an incline barbell shoulder raise. Now, we'll go a little bit lighter here. Keep the volume a little bit high. We'll put our knees right here on the bench. Our bench is set at 45 degrees. We'll go with a pronated grip on the barbell, keeping our spine nice and straight and in line. We're going to raise till our arms are parallel with the floor, give a nice squeeze at the top, and we're going to go for 12 here. Keeping big tension on the shoulders, last 4. And there we have our incline barbell raise superset. We'll work a few more supersets in between our Smith machine Smith machine barbell press and our incline barbell shoulder raises, and then we will move on to our finisher for the day. Last but not least, we're going to finish today off with 2 of my favorite shoulder exercises. These 2 exercises are staples to me in my programming when it comes to programming my athletes, my clients, or even myself. These, we cannot go a shoulder day without completing at least one of these next 2 movements. And that first movement will be, as you guys know, one of my favorites, rope face pulls, okay? Cable rope face pulls. So we'll start here, we'll keep it volumetric. So we're going for a set of 15 here. Again, we're doing it seated because we're focused on the contraction of the shoulder, right? We're not really trying to stabilize with the shoulder muscles or with the core. We really want to just focus on all of our engagement happening at the shoulder. We want to keep it nice and controlled the whole way through. We're going to go for a set of 15 here. Getting a nice squeeze at the top of the movement. Last 5 here. we'll superset that with one of my other favorites, which will be dumbbell rear delt flies. All right, we're keeping a volumetric here as well, going for 15. You should start to feel the burn around 10 or 11. Again, at this point in our workout, you can see I got a nice pump going. We're getting a little bit of striations that you guys and separations that you guys can see when I'm actually performing the movement. So I'll do anything from 4 to 5 total sets of this superset, and then that'll be our work for the day. We can head on up out of here.
I guess we could put the picnic table under the chair.
Another beautiful day, another phenomenal lift. Got some great work in today. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, we definitely got a great pump in today. Got some phenomenal work in, shoulders feel good. Again, if you really want that big upper body look, that wide upper body look, wide chest look, that wide back look, you really have to cap off your upper body with your shoulders and building size in your shoulders. Obviously, the more strength that you build in your shoulders, the more size you can develop as well. Now, if you didn't on the way in, which I don't know why you wouldn't have, make sure that you guys like this video. Also, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you can get all the latest updates on new videos when I post them and new goals when I create them. Now, if you want the full-length version of today's workouts, head on over to my Patreon, where you can access all the full-length versions of the workouts I do here on YouTube. Last but not least, check me out on Instagram at @CoachJones_. That is at @CoachJones_. And until next time, peace.